no charges will be filed against the CEO of California's high-speed rail after an alleged domestic violence incident.
Officers arrested Ian Chaudhry earlier this month. Our KCRA3 political director Ashley Zavala was first to report this yesterday. So Ashley, what is the CEO's attorney saying today?
Well, Lisa, it's been tough to get clarity today on what exactly happened in the situation. Folsom police clarified the victim here was a minor, which is why they say they can't release any more information about this incident. Chaudhry's attorney said this case is, quote, a nothing burger and was essentially just an argument between members of Chaudhry's family. As we first reported, police say they arrested Chaudhry and his fiancée on February 4th at around midnight. The Sacramento District Attorney's Office confirmed no charges will be filed against either one for domestic violence, stating there's not enough evidence of the crime and that officers did not see injuries on either one. The DA's office said Chaudhry's fiancée was also arrested on suspicion of misdemeanor child endangerment. But the office has yet to respond to me when I asked about the child victim and whether the fiancé is facing charges related to that. Officials will not confirm if the child is Ian Chaudhry's. His attorney would not either when I asked.
I don't want to comment on that argument because I think it's private. And I believe that if it doesn't rise to the level of any kind of offense, that the public's not really entitled to have that information.
Mr. Chaudhry is a publicly appointed official living and working on the California taxpayer dime. You don't think there should be some transparency in terms of what exactly happened or occurred?
I do believe that there's a process that treats everybody equally and fairly, and that there's laws in California that are put in place for this exact scenario. And if there is a protected party, that there's not they have a right to privacy. I mean, not everybody there was a public official.
Okay, so we know that Chaudhry was there, the fiancé was there, the child was there. Who called 911?
That is a question that I keep asking. It's not clear who exactly called. Chaudhry's attorney is describing that person as a third party. We filed a formal public records request for the 911 recording and dispatch audio from the city of Folsom. They immediately denied our request, claiming it falls under the same exemptions as body camera footage and police dash cam video. We replied that we disagree. The California Public Records Act does not make an exemption for 911 and audio recordings. So we're waiting to hear back from them. We'll, of course, keep you updated on that.